Hey people, we're back. Sorry for we're running a little bit late. You know what it's like. You got to run out and have some food and a coffee. The line was a little bit long out there, to be honest.
That's
Had to wait for
right.
my coffee a little bit longer than I wanted to, but my brain should be working right now.
That's right. If you're just joining us, I'm here with Gemma from Failed Charge, and my name's Ham from Simple Maths Club. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Yeah. So basically, we have got the last game of Herocon 2019. Scorched Earth is the scenario. We have been following Pat's journey throughout the last 2 days. Day and a half, I should probably say.
And let's say it's not because we really like Pat. It's just that he's doing very, very well.
He is doing really
so
well.
he's been on the top tables most of the time. So
He has.
It's a pretty interesting story to follow, and we know that there's a lot of Ironjawz fans out there. So a lot of people rooting for them.
It is the life of Pat, so his journey of Herocon. We should just call it Pat's Herocon 2019.
I think so. It's probably a good thing. I better just change Pat's CP here, just
Yeah,
really
you do
quickly.
that, and I'll go through Pat's list in case anyone who's just jumped on hasn't been watching, and then I'm going to throw you in the deep end, Ham, and you can talk about Carl's list.
Fyreslayers, because I know so much about them.
Yeah, well, this will be a learning curve for everybody. All right, so in Paddy's list, he's got the Iron Suns War Clan. So basically, in the first turn, he'll be neg 1 to kit, which is really, really good. He's got a Mega Boss on Maw Crusher with the artifact Sun's Bless Armor, so he'll be doing Mortal Wounds back on a 6. With like a save roll of a 6, he'll be doing a Mortal Wound back. I should speak English, I'm trying to hurry. We have a mount trade of Min Un, so there'll be extra damage. The other Mega Boss on Maw Crusher has the Ethereal Amulet, so that is the purple beast that will be down on the table. So we all know the Ethereal Amulet just ignores Rend, so he'll be a 3-up ignoring all Rend. We have the Heavy Un on that one, so basically when he does his destructive bulk, when he charges, he'll be actually doing the Mortal Wounds on a 4+ instead of a 5+, which is really good, makes a big difference. Back to the old days. He has 2 War Channers. One has Get 'em Beat, and Get 'em Beat is a 3d6 charge on a 4-up. The Fix 'em Beat is on the other War Channer, and that is basically on a 4-up. You can heal D3 wounds allocated to a model. We have got 4 units of 3 Gore Grunters, so multiple small units running around the table. Hopefully not getting affected by too much battle shock out there. Running little ones. We have the Gore Fist, so that is the piggies. All of the piggies in a battalion. Basically, and he has bought an extra command point as well, so that puts him 2 to start off with, and yeah, that's his list basically.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the Gore Fist lets him move his piggies, pretty much all his pigs 9 in the hero phase, so getting that extra movement, getting them to hopefully clear out that chaff, steal the early objective, that sort of thing.
That's some exciting stuff.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, if you've got any questions, guys, about the list, just ask us in chat and we'll help out. The next player is Carl Franklin.
New player.
Yeah, he's new player up on the top tables.
Yeah,
very nice to see.
Toowoomba lad. So he's basically only just started playing in the last couple of months.
That's right.
He's doing really well. So tell us all about it, Ham.
Oh, mate, I would really love to tell you about it. He's running the what is it?
Hermdar.
Yeah, Hermgar, whatever they are. But so pretty much, he's running this lodge, and it allows him for a CP to choose a unit wholly within 12 to attack first. So he's no matter if it's your turn or his turn, he can spend the CP to make them attack first. So that's going to be really rough for him. All right, going through his leaders, he's got an Aldrich Runefather on Magma Drop. That is his general. The trait that he's got is what is it? Warrior.
Oh, I'll read it out to you if you like. Warrior and Dominate.
Yeah, so this pretty much is a bubble of neg 1 to wound wholly within 12.
Yeah.
So, not even wholly, just within 12.
Within 12, yeah.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice debuffing unit there. He's also got
a mount trade.
The mount trade is Cold-Hearted Ancient, which ignores the first round. So you're going to be ignoring that first bit of rend on that Magma Drop, which is pretty good.
Oh, that's nice.
Excuse me. Then we got a Ulrich Maroonsmith.
Rune Smiter.
Oh, Rune Smiter, sorry. The writing is so small.
Yeah, so. I'll read it out to you.
Yeah, if you can just read it out and I'll tell you what the shit does.
So he's got an Auric Rune Smiter, so he's got the prayer Ember Storm.
Ember Storm. So let me just find out what that does really quickly. I got the book here in front of me, guys.
Like when you're playing against the other
So on a 3+, he can actually, so it's a prayer in the hero phase, he uses it, and on a 3+, he can actually choose a unit that will run and charge.
Oh,
so,
okay, that's handy.
You know, actually getting the extra movement there, so pretty good prayer to have. Next leader.
We have another Auric Rune Smarter, so he's got the Forge Key, and the prayer is the Prayer of Ash.
So that is +1 armor save.
Yep.
So that's a pretty good spell to chuck on that Hearthguard, making them technically a 3-up, I think. So.
Yeah, definitely. And then we have an Auric Rune Master, so his prayer is Prayer of Grimnar's Fury. So we'll have to see what Prayer of Grimnar's Fury is. So let me just grab the book here for you. So that basically is at the start of the hero phase, pick one friendly model that knows this prayer. If they do so, make a prayer roll by rolling a dice. On a 1 to 2, the prayer is not answered. On a 3+, the prayer is answered. If the prayer is answered, pick a friendly hero that is not mounted on a Magmadroth and is within 3 inches of enemy units and within 12 inches of this priest. Make a pile-in move with that hero and then attack with the melee weapons that hero is armed with. So that is pretty cool. So basically, if he has got, he does have, so I was going to say if he has a Grimwrath Berserker, he could probably make him pile in for a second time with that prayer. And we all know that those little bastards can poon out some damage.
Absolutely.
So the next is a Battlesmith, nothing special there, and a Grimwrath Berserker. So his battle line.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. He's got the 30 Hearthguard Berserkers, because why would you not take them? They're just a good unit overall. And then he's got 10 Volkite Berserkers, 10 Volkite Berserkers. He's running the Battalion Lord of the Lodge.
Yep.
So pretty much pile in and attack twice.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Well, it's attack once, and then you get to choose them to attack again later on in the phase.
Yeah.
So pretty handy stuff there.
So that basically, he's got the Molten Infernoth as a Endless Prayer, I guess you would call them, because they're not really a spell for these guys, they're more praying. And we have got just a extra command point because of the battalion, so he'll be starting with 1, and Paddy will be starting with 2, possibly 3, depending on if Old Mate breaks the thing in the first turn. So we'll have to get that fixed up at some stage.
I was just trying to fix some audio issues there, guys. So look, if it's still sounding a bit terrible, just let us know, and we'll try and fix it up the best we can. With what we got here, so.
Yeah, no worries. And Josh Mayer's joined back on, and AOS coach, thank you. Retsef, how are you going? And yes, Carl is the tallest, biggest human to walk the planet.
But he's a lovely gentleman.
And he makes the best food.
Oh, does he?
He actually works across the road at Bar Wonder.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I actually had the pleasure of playing Carl, I think it was probably a month back.
Oh, yeah.
He made the trip down to one of our tournaments just to see what it was like and have a game, and I had the pleasure of playing him with my Beasts of Chaos.
Ooh.
Oh, it was a fun game, I can tell you that. Trying to avoid those 30 Hearthguard was good fun, so.
Yeah, they're a bit of a blob to try and avoid on the table, really. Yeah, so these guys here are just discussing some sort of deployment. They're pulling out some models. We are getting ready to see if the Hearthguard and the Fire... I should just say the Hearthguard, because, I mean, what else are we going to be paying much attention to in the Fyreslayers army?
Pretty much. This game will come down to where Carl pops up those Fyreslayers. So, yeah, it'll be very, very interesting to see how that sort of works, because obviously with their slow movement, where they come, where they're going to be positioned, where they go down is going to be very important, because they're really not going to be moving too far from that point.
No.
He can make them run and charge. Yes, he can use the rune to give them a +2 move, maybe even double move with if he rolls a 6.
6, yeah.
But a very slow unit and a big unit too. So you can lock them down really easily. You just got to tag the side, but we'll see how it all plays.
We'll see how it all plays, because we have to remember too that the Ironjawz is quite a quick and an aggressive army, so he can dictate where he wants to go on the table as well. But he wants to be punching out some damage. So whether or not he does choose to ignore that unit, or whether he tries to engage with them.
And guys, you'll just see that I've just changed Patrick's CP up to 3, and that reason is he bought one. He gets 1 because he's running the Iron Suns battalion, and then he's got a battalion as well. That means he's starting with 3 CP, and then when it flicks to his turn, he'll have 4.
Okay.
So
that is just gross.
Yeah. So, but it's You need it as Ironjawz
yeah.
because that CP goes very, very quickly.
Yes, we've seen him use basically his CP in every game. Usually by turn 2 to 3, he's just using the one that he's generating for that turn.
That's right, because turn 1 he's using it to get into the right position, to move where he's got to go. Maybe if he wins the double, he's using it to attack in the hero phase, that sort of thing, just to get that extra damage. And as an Ironjawz, you just want that CP. So.
Yeah, you're hungry for it.
Oh, hungry. Not as hungry as the ogres, but
not quite.
Pretty damn hungry.
Pretty hungry though. I feel like actually maybe we should say they're thirsty, and the Moor tribes are hungry.
That sounds about right.
So I see that the greenskins are thirsty.
That's right. Oh, I just wanted to give a shout out to Jesse too, because he's doing all the computer work today, and I was sort of bagging him a bit, calling him a coffee bitch before, so which is kind of mean. You know, he is doing such a good job. So.
Yeah, so we do have 2 rooms here. So that Jesse's looking after the main room with all the other people playing today, and he is putting all the scores in with Gary. So Gary's been helping him out as well. Thank you, Gary. And then we've got us plebs down the back here, just basically tuning into the stream, making sure this is rolling easy, getting some of the players, mainly Pat really. So Pat's weekend, seeing if Pat wants to keep playing on the stream the whole time. So he's been pretty good as well. And if you guys are just joining in and just basically want to know what this event is all about, it is called Herocon. They do try and hold it every year, and it's a charity event. So we've been lucky enough to be part of it. It's in support of the charity Soldier On. So that was created in 2012 by a group of lads. They sort of realised that coming back from overseas or anywhere that those guys work around and, you know, becoming part of normal life again and their families can be quite an adjustment. So that charity there is to help them readjust into normal life, whether or not they are still part of the family or they have actually been taken away, they're not here anymore. Those guys are always there to offer some support. So make sure there is a link in this chat. Make sure you jump on if you got some spare cash around Chrissy time, definitely, and show some support to those lovely people.
If one of you lovely people out there could drop it in the chat for us again, just so it's refreshed, that'd be fantastic. Just because we got our hands full here. Yeah, and look, it looks like we're about to kick off into game. We're still doing a little bit of deployment here, and yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting game.
It is an interesting game, so we can see. So unfortunately, I have spent the better part of about 20 minutes trying to fix our drawing program to no result. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get it to work. I've tried many things, re-downloading it and putting it back on, but unfortunately I'll have to endeavour to get that fixed outside of today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went for like 2 smokes and got a coffee while you were trying to fix that.
I was trying to do that, so unfortunately I haven't been able to get it to work, but we will try and be the most descriptive as we can, so please forgive us for that. At least they're in different colours and we can sort of say top and bottom of the table at the moment.
You know what I'm really sad about is that I can't draw another penis. So that's like the main thing that I'm really sad about.
That makes me the saddest, is that when we are describing where units are, we can chuck a sneaky dick in there and
that's right.
It's not going to work.
No, unfortunately. So, look, guys, obviously we're all sort of new to this streaming thing, and every time we do it, we're trying to get a little bit better at it and try and get it all sorted. So we give you the best viewing there is possible. So, but these things take time, and all your feedback is worthwhile because we take it all on board and we try and implement it into the next event that we do.
It is using invisible ink, Red Seth. I feel like it's definitely not my fault, and that the program is using invisible ink. So thank you for that. I know that we keep saying that. I'm definitely still new to this, but not new at the same time. So it's something I really have to climb over. It's annoying because it worked halfway through the last game and then just decided to drop out.
I think it was when I drew the penis. It just was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. I'm sorry, and it just stopped working. So.
All right, so Jesse has put the link for Soldier On in the chat, people. So
what a gem. What an absolute gem.
Good work, Jesse. So, yeah, definitely go on there and have a look because it's really, really, really important. Okie dokie. So what have we got on the table? It looks
like Pat is just seeing how big his penis is right now with that tape measure. Look, he's just extended it out. There we go. It's nice and big. So as it should be as an Ironjawz player, because as we know, all Ironjawz players are very well endowed.
They're very well endowed. Is that part of their loss of brain cells?
It's actually in the battle tone. So yeah, it actually helps out quite a bit. So. That's right.
I was actually expecting at another event sometime. If Pat plays Ironjawz for a while longer, I want to see him wearing some war paint in some of the events in the future.
That's right, because if he kept playing fire babies, as I like to call them, I'd expect him to come in a mankini.
A mankini?
Well, that's what they wear.
Yeah,
they're wearing little G's and away they go. And he's got the beard for it, so
he does.
One of the best beards in Warhammer at the moment, I think. So, you know, he's very, very,
I've
very
seen
nice.
I've seen it fairly decorated in the past though, but that's a story for another time.
So,
well endowed war paint, yes. Well, I'm not sure everyone wants to see that, but I definitely want to see some Braveheart action, some definite war paint on the face.
Absolutely. So, we were talking about it at lunch actually, and a way to throw your opponent off would be to turn up in a pair of Speedos. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Sort of give them it'd be a bit awkward, especially if they're sweaty. To walk. Yeah, you did the movement rune? Yep. Yep, so he's so Carl's just used his movement rune and didn't.
It's empowered because he rolled a 6.
Oh, so it's double move. Wow. So he's actually got his all his little babies will be moving 8 inches now. So +2 to charge. Oh, 6. Thanks. My bad.
Can't do maths.
Right. So okay. Just.
So because it's empowered, it's +2 to move and +2 to charge.
I thought it was just double moves. So.
Unfortunately, they're not that lucky. If they were, Paddy wouldn't be playing Ironjawz. He'd be back to Fyreslayers.
That's right. And we're lucky because Pat is a very good. He does play Fyreslayers as well, so he's going to know Carl's rules very, very well. And guys, please correct us in the chat if we're getting any of this stuff wrong, because Fyreslayers isn't my strong suit. Yep, so, and he's just got the Prayer of Ashoff on the Magmadroth, so that'll be +1 to save on the Magmadroth there.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm assuming it's the one with the Wholehearted Ancient mount trait, so he ignores the first rend and he'll be +1 to save, so that'll be pretty juicy.
That is pretty juicy, actually. I like that combination. So he's got his Molten Infernoth off as well.
I actually don't know what the Molten Infernoth does.
No, I'll have to look it up, actually.
Oh.
I think by someone's face.
Our table boss, Gary, he's just gone, he's just given the it's fucked face. So, so Carl must be pretty happy that he's got that off.
All right, I got the war scroll up here. Let me have a bit of a squiz for you. Good evening, Stubby. Stubby. Woohoo. Okay, so when it is set up, the player who set up can immediately make a move with it. In addition, at the start of each of their subsequent hero phases, the player who set this magmic invocation up can make a move with it even if it's still on the battlefield. If it's still on the battlefield, sorry. When you do it, moves 2d6 inches. All right, so after this model has moved, roll 12 dice for each unit that's within 3 inches of it at the end of its move. For each 6, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound, and Fyreslayers are not affected by it. So add 1 to bravery characteristics of Fyreslayers units while they're wholly within 18 inches of this model.
Pretty juicy, so it's a bit of a buff and a lot of damage. So like if he slams in the middle of something like 3 or 4 units, it's a lot of mortal wounds coming out at you.
That is a lot of mortal
wounds. And it's
wounds.
a prayer too, so you're not going to be dispelling it, you're not going to be removing it, it's going to be staying there the whole time.
That whole time. And also it buffs the bravery as well. And 18 inches is a fair distance. I know it's wholly within, but that's still pretty good.
Everyone likes a good 18 inches. So, sorry, we'll try and stop with the dick jokes eventually, but it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I can't guarantee anything, so...
Oh, God.
Alright, so Carl looks like he's setting up a unit on near that big
so
tower
as
there.
you guys can see, his Hearthguard isn't on the table at the moment because they are underground. They're waiting for the times to pop their heads out of their little burrows and come up to the right place. That's right. But obviously he can't pop up within 9. But being that he got that empowered rune off this turn, it would probably be advantageous for him to pop up now because it'll be a 7-inch charge because it'll be 9 away. Yeah, Magmadroth? Yeah. Mate, all
Awesome.
over
So,
it. We just got Mick here from Failed Charge, bloody, just trying
being
to
our
tell us what's
table
going
boss.
on. We got two of them.
Boss.
Oh,
Oh, he's just being the boss. He wishes.
yeah. I know, he really wishes he was
He
the
tries
boss.
hard. It's good. I mean, we are at a charity event.
Look,
so.
let's be real, Gemma. You're the real brains behind the operation, I think. So, because Mick,
That's also wishful thinking.
Mick couldn't organise a route in a brothel, so he's pretty hopeless. So,
Yeah, I won't disagree there.
a great bloke. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. So
He's just got the face.
that's right. That's right. The face of
He's
the
got
failed
face.
charge.
The
So
face of the failed charge.
right.
So, Tyrant James, greeting from Texas. Oh, hello, mate. Thank you for joining us.
yeah, absolutely, mate.
So I have got a bit of a goss from the inner table. So, holy shit! I can't even read this. I'm in shock. 8 Stormfiends dead from only the 2 more tech crawlers shooting.
Holy fuck! So obviously this is Paris's list. So Paris, he's just been cooked by catapults.
So he obviously didn't make, because unless he's spent RDP on giving them rend, because they don't normally have rend, but they do 5 damage per shot. Him over the bravery one. Oh, we did it over the bravery one, which is really good against rats.
Wow.
Oh. Alright, so he rolled a heap of 6s for the one that goes against your bravery, and then he also failed his battle shock. So he killed a fair few, and then we all know rats don't have the best bravery anyway, so a couple more ran away.
That is absolutely brutal.
I think it's a unit of 9, so 8 out of the 9 were dead in that turn. So
That's a big blow to take. Now, as you guys can see, he's setting up back to our game that we're looking at on the stream here. As you can see, he's trying to see where he's going to set up these Hearthguard Berserkers, and he's just plopped them right in the middle there. So I don't know if it's the best choice because he's opening him. If he doesn't make the charge, which he probably will, like we're looking at about a 75% chance for him to make that charge, maybe even more. So with a reroll, because he'll have the CP to do the reroll. He'll take all the pigs off the charge, which will be fantastic. He is +2 to charge at the moment, so you're only looking at a 7-inch charge. But if he fails that charge, he's opened him up to a world of hurt.
He is.
Okay, even because those pigs will slam in. If they buff the damage, all the rest, it's gonna be hurt.
True, but I will say though, 30 Hearthguard, 2 wounds each. They got a 4-up normal save. 4-up normal save without being buffed, so they will have a 3-up probably at the moment.
No, because he's used the Prayer of Ash on the Magma Drop.
On the Magma. Okay, so that'll be a 4-up, but then they also get an award save for having a hero.
That's a disadvantage of keeping your Hearthguard in the ground. You cannot buff them up. Because it all happens in the hero phase, and because they pop up at the end of movement, I'm pretty sure, you can't really do too many buffs to them, but they are still very good.
They are still resilient, because I think if you still have a hero within 12 inches, they still get, on their war scroll, I'm pretty sure they get a ward save.
They still get that save.
So they'll be, and like, I know piggies have rend, so it'll be a 5-up, 4-up. With 2 wounds each.
Yeah.
So
that's 60 wounds you got to get through. Plus, they put out a world of hurt. They're going to be attacking first if he uses the CP.
Yep.
They're going to be attacking twice.
Yep, that Magma Droth is right there as well, next to them as well. So, I mean, we don't underestimate the Ironjawz army as well. We have seen that this army can pump out the damage. So if there is any army that is going to be taken on from Fyreslayers, it is going to be the Ironjawz.
Absolutely.
In this event. So we'll have to see. I'm pretty excited about that blob there.
Here we go. He's rolling charges now. See?
A 12-inch charge. So that was just a straight-up 12-inch charge. And he failed with the Magma Droth, so those Hearthguard are just cruising in there.
Cruising for a bruising, man. But honestly, good play. Tonguing up the pigs, taking them off the charge. You don't want them to charge now. Because they're very, very good on the charge.
Yeah, they do work better on the charge.
So, and just for a bit more information, guys, for the Hearthguard to pile in and attack again, they don't actually need to use a CP to do that. Do you know that? They only need to use a CP strike first, because I'm pretty sure it's just an ability. So it's pretty juicy.
Okay. That is pretty juicy.
If someone can correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So.
Yeah. I don't think I'd like to be getting attacked twice by a set of Hearthguard, just to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's in the battle tome somewhere, and I don't have that directly in front of me. So
Yeah, me either. That's one. I do have one at home, but I can't afford to bring every single
No,
book
that's
with me
right.
from. One day I'll learn the rules.
I'll ask the boss, and I'll just double check. All right.
And I'll be here. So as we can see, having a 12-inch charge there is quite handy because those guys obviously were only needed a 7 because they got the +2. So they've been able to have that extra movement to be able to get around, surround these pigs, get amongst it, and get as many of those guys in as possible. So as far as I know, I think they have a fairly good reach on the Hearthguard too.
Absolutely, 2-inch reach, and I was correct about that piling and attacking twice. No CP required for that. It's just an ability, so
I shouldn't be angry about that at all because I did play Feck.
you look a bit angry.
I did play Feck for a bit, so I know all
Yeah,
about.
but you know you had your time with it, and
I did.
you know.
Now my mate Strikehammer is playing it, and now he's moved on to some new filth. He's just jumped onto the filth train. I don't know whether he's in the chat anymore, but he's joined the filth train. I just need to have a drink of water for everybody. Just give me 2 seconds. This is
That's
thirsty
all
work.
right. I'll just keep talking to
This is
everybody.
thirsty work.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, mate. Yeah. So Mick's just come over to me and he's talking about the Storm Fiends that Paris just lost. And look, that's a huge blow to that guy's army because that's everything. Huh? Wow. The game's over. Wow, that is incredible. So that has to be one of the quickest games of AOS I have ever seen.
5
over
minutes?
and done in about
Round
10
one.
minutes. Yep.
Round 1.
So Nick would have gone, yep, my catapult's into your dudes. They're all dead, and they shook hands. Because the way that Paris has built his list is the Storm Fiends is the punch, and everything has gone into buffing those. So a little bit of things to think about when making your lists. You know, it's always good to have a massive hammer, but if that hammer gets hammered, you've got nothing left. So
nothing left, no.
that's right. So there's only so much Clan Rats are going to do.
All right, so thanks, Josh. Yeah, Gemma needs to drink from chasing the meta all the time. Yeah, it is hard work. I'm working up a sweat as it is. I'm trying to think of all these lists that I should be running, and it's hard work.
That's right.
And who do we have commentating with Gem? So just reintroduce yourself, mate.
Oh, yeah, hey guys, name's Ham. I'm from Simple Mass Club. You know, I've played a lot of AOS, do a lot of painting. You can check me out on Facebook. I don't actually have a page. You can just look me up, Ham Solo. Mate, I'm allowed to plug my own shit. I'm getting hassled for plugging my own stuff. I do a lot of
hassle.
That's right. I do a lot of commission painting, play a lot of AOS. Yeah, okay, I'm getting harassed again because I should be at home painting, not commentating. But anyway, guys, yeah, check me out on Facebook. Add me as a friend. More than happy to chat to you about painting or whatever. No way, I'm an excellent painter, but like you know, I do all right for myself. You know,
efficient.
Super efficient is more of an army painter, not a display painter. So you're more than welcome to come check out my
But you
stuff.
are looking at models from 2 foot away, so for people who just want to play the game on the table, you're perfect to paint armies.
That is correct. That is correct. If you just want something done and on the table, and you enjoy the game, but you don't like painting, just hit us up and have a chat.
I feel like there's some casualties on the table there, Ham. What do you reckon?
Yep. So we could see that coming easily. Look. So what he's done is he kept his Hearthguard within 12 of the Magma Drop in case, because he wanted to attack first, or in case he needs to next turn.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that was the right choice because I sort of would have tagged the pigs on the top there, the yellow ones, just to take them off the charge because they are so good on the charge. Anything that you can take off the charge is.
Yeah, if you could do like a sneaky tag.
That's right. That's like the 2.9 tag.
But he fights first anyway, and we've just been told. God,
yeah.
Don't we know anything? Do we know anything? No, we don't. No, we don't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, they would fight first anyway. So
yeah, me being a noob, you know, fighting first always throws me, you know.
We know now.
Yeah, so it definitely is the right choice there. So even if he does get charged, he should be doing. Should be doing a lot of damage first.
It will be doing a lot of damage. I mean, as we just saw, he just did 15 damage to that unit and took the unit of pigs off. So you'd be pretty confident that those guys are.
So we have actually turned. We actually have gone into. He would be up to.
Correctamundo. So I have got some updates from inside. So first turn, Hex Wraiths came up and made all 9-inch charges, so they auto attack. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then, yeah, the only other information was the 8 Storm Fiends. That keeps getting brought up, so
Yeah, because
obviously people
people are
are
like,
pretty shocked.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, so let me explain this. Let me explain this a little bit better. So there is a lot of hex throws. There must be at least 20, and he's playing the Steam Tank army. So we all know that's a very elite, small model count army. So having all of the hex wraiths go across the table, make all their 9-inch charges, it's basically just cornered Jared's army.
That'd be
in
very
one
upsetting, like, because you're like, oh, my tanks, you know, like, and they're not going to be able to get through those dudes very quickly because ignoring Ren, of course.
Yeah, pretty much. So if they have only got 4 up saves, so let's hope that he can fail a few of those and he can wipe a few of those hex wraiths
Get out of his zone.
They're not exactly a fast army either, though, those steam tanks. They are a bit unreliable with their movement since they have to roll 2d6, I think, to move. So that can either go really well or average or shit.
I
so.
know this playing Squigs, with all the random movement, it can be very janky. So as you can see, Pat is taking a while to decide what he is doing in his hero phase because he's got the Mighty Destroyers move. He can actually, choose units to move here and there with CP, but he can't do it if they're within 12. So he can't move.
That's right.
But he could make a charge. But I don't know if that is the right call because he can just make a charge anyway. It'd just be sort of a waste of CP. But he's measuring around. He's looking at seeing what he can get done. I don't.
It's a hard thing that units. Yeah, again, like if people have just jumped on, we can't exactly talk too loud here about strategy because we aren't exactly a good distance away from the table.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we will have to be quiet or not talk about it too much.
A lot of dick jokes coming along and things like that.
Unfortunately, because there is a lot of things I would like to say about this at the moment, especially with that big blob of Hearthguard sitting in the centre. That is the pivotal point of this game at the moment, in my mind, is that unit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as I said, that's his hammer. And if his hammer gets hammered... Yep. So he's just used the War Channers to +1 damage to both Crushers. So obviously he's trying to make a play with these Crushers. Whether it'll be trying to move them up the back to take his objectives. Yep. What is he moving? Oh.
All right, so we have been told that Paddy's going to start spending some CP. So as we've said, Ironjawz can actually spend CP and move in the hero phase. So looks like he's moving a unit of pigs.
Now,
I'll just jump in the chat here. So Tyrant James from Texas, I said g'day to him. He said thanks, been enjoying the coverage. You're getting better every tournament. Y'all are covering. Keep it up. Sorry, my Texas just accent is horrendous. I won't even try that. But thank you very much. We are trying our hardest to improve everything. There's a couple of little technical. I'm not very technically savvy, so.
So I've just been informed that it was his Gorefist move.
he wasn't using his Mighty Destroyers to move the pigs.
Our table boss is letting us down.
No. It's all good. It's all good. So because I was a bit concerned because you can't use your Mighty Destroyers to move if you're within 12 of another enemy unit.
Yeah. Okay.
So but he's using the Gorefist, which allows it to move.
It's two separate things.
Yep. So just Mighty destroyed the Crusher up on the bottom right there.
The pink babe or
The pink babe.
pink babe.
The pink babe.
The
The,
pink
the
cabbage.
best colour there is. Everyone loves
Salad
it.
onion. Well, they're the red ones, aren't they? The red purple ones. Okay, so
I don't know why people don't just paint them at green like
Cabbages, that's.
I have a cabbage and a cauliflower. I have a cabbage and a cauliflower. So, thank you, James. I'll jump back into the chat. What have we got? Josh saying even block up the middle of the board to deny space for the big crusher bases potentially. Yeah, that is true. You can definitely do that. We'll see whether big decisions have to be made whether you make an all-out assault on getting rid of those and piling everything into them. Because then even attacking first, he still has to make a decision with what unit he wants to attack, or whether you just ignore them because the Ironjawz do have the movement to do that as well, and try and kill everything else on the table and score the objectives in that way. So what do we got? Retsef. So does Paddy go balls into the Hearthguard, 9 pigs and 2 crushers to wipe them out? Tyrant James, negative. Have to smash and the heroes before getting, yeah.
That's right. Unless you think you're going to punch them, or you've got the advantage, like you've got them wrapped around a bit of a terrain. the hearth guard, so they can't get that pile in, and you try and stretch them from two sides. That's sort of the best way to deal with it, other than just killing the heroes. But we'll have to see how this goes. I just updated Carl's VP because he did score 4.
Fuck your slack.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry, guys. But so yeah, he would have scored 4 for getting all his own points.
All his own points. Yeah, I know. I'm just staring you.
Jesus,
I'm trying to have some banter here.
know.
Your face is hilarious because you're like, did I just stuff up again? What happened here? It's the best. I wish we could have like a sneaky camera just pointing at you every now and then.
I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh my god, am I doing it right? Oh, it's just the fire babies. They throw me through a bit of a loop.
I'll say something soon that'll just make it totally reverse roles.
No,
So
that's great. Just a little awkward.
yeah, yeah. All right. So the cabbage, the yellow cabbage,
Yeah.
the off cabbage,
Yeah, I don't mind
rotten
a bit
cabbage.
Yeah, I don't mind it. He does have a beautiful army, and I like the fact that he's got like 2 different clans. Got, 3 pigs in a crusher or 6 pigs in one crusher that's different colour, and the other ones too. And it sort of helps us to.
What, they just can't make up their mind where they want to be, what war clan they want to be part of.
That's right. But it helps me out because we can actually say the yellows or the whatever colour they are. So I just wish we could draw Gemma. Jeez.
Oh, no, I let the team down there. I can't believe it. I might have to do some further investigating on different drawing programs so we don't have this issue in the future because it's not the first time it's happened.
Yeah. It's
All
all
right.
good.
So, on that, we can't forget that this is still Paddy's first turn and he is an Iron Suns as well. So he should still be... I have to talk a bit quieter about that. But it looks like there could be a slight assault happening here. While the Maw Crusher is looking at... What the purple Maw Crusher looks like is definitely coming around to make...
This doesn't look good. This
into the heroes
doesn't
there. And
look
his
good.
base is big enough that it should be able to tag both.
Wow. So he's done a very good job in his position. Very good charges off.
Yes.
To get into this position behind his lines. Because he knows that those Hearthguard are going to be attacking first, he's just ignored them. He's gone, well, I'm actually going to lose that if I fight that. So what's the point?
Yep.
We need to try and get something else done. And he's jumped out the back and tried to go for the heroes, which is I think it's a great move. I think it's a very good move.
It is a good move. They're the ones that basically buff the army.
But
So.
you don't know whether you're going to get the charges off. Like it's very dicey, and with the Maw Crusher base being so big, it can be very very risky to do that sort of thing. Because if you put him off to the side to try and get around the big blob in the middle,
Yep.
thing.
Are you saying it's a risky maneuver?
Right, so he did fail he didn't get a big enough charge on that yellow Maw Crusher, so he has used a CP
To re-roll that.
to re-roll the
it's turned into a
charge.
successful charge, which
That's
is
right,
good.
and obviously Ironjawz always get +1 to charge. So,
Yep.
and we've got to remember it's still turn 1, so he is neg 1 to hit across the whole army.
That's correct,
So
yes.
it's obviously helping that advantage.
All right, so trust in the Gork ham. Trust in the Gork.
That's right, and Paddy is, and he has just charged into the magma drop, doing 7 mortal wounds with his destructive bolt. That is
some serious business right there.
I think they've only got 12 wounds,
So he's only going to take 5 more.
and he'll take 5. Yep, and now he's just used another CP to give the Maw Crusher +1 to hit. So he'll now be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s with his Mighty Fist and his Gore Hacker. So that's gonna be 16 attacks hitting on 2s. I think that it's safe to say that Magma Droth is dead,
Yep.
and probably all those other heroes around
Yeah,
it, because
pretty-
there's if I could draw, if you can see, there's a hero right next. Yep, there's a hero right next to the yellow Maw Crusher on the top side there, next to the Magma Drop.
where his
and
tail
then,
is.
And then if you look at the pink one, there's one just off to the left of the Maw Crusher there.
Yep.
And he'll split his attacks, hopefully, and just
Well,
see you later, all
it's a bit
heroes.
harder decision because splitting attacks often never works out for
That's
some
right,
people, isn't
but-
it? So do you just go for the one go straight for the Magma Droth and the other one go for the full
Well, the thing,
character? The Rune Smiter has taken 3 wounds.
Yeah.
So that's one of the foot sloggers. So yeah, if we can draw the one that's next to the white cabbage, just where his tail is, that looks like the dice for the wound. So it's that one on the top has taken some wounds.
That's right. So this Magma Droth is being very resilient because it is got the Prayer of Ash on it. It does have the Cold Hearted Ancient, so it's ignoring the first round, and it is +1 to save. So it's a 3-up, ignore round 1. So
Okay.
that's pretty
That's
good.
good.
So technically a 2-up.
Yep.
In a way.
In a way.
In a way. So,
In a way.
Um,
But
very,
he has
very
taken
defensive.
7 wounds.
That's
at
right,
this,
off
at
the
this
touch, and I
point.
think he just took another one off the Gore Hacker. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's when you put dice into the game, it changes things, doesn't it?
Jesus, becomes
Yeah.
a chance.
That's
Unless you're Dave Kerr.
That's right. But as we saw, even with him rolling 5s and 6s. Yeah. So the Magma Droth just died, I think.
Yep, so the Rune Father on Magmadroth has gone down. So that's one hero gone
And, that's right.
down.
And so that neg 1 to wound bubble has now disappeared. So how fantastic is that? Because that would have been really hurting Pat's more crushes there, being wounding on 4s.
Yeah, that's
yes.
4s are just trash.
Trash,
isn't it?
absolute trash. So if anything hits on 4s. Yep. So when it exploded, it did 5 more wounds back onto the crusher because apparently that's what Magma Droths do. They're made of lava.
Yep.
In Carl's case, they're made of ice lava.
Ice lava. Just
And they just
shards of
and it
ice
just
lava.
splashed all over the crusher, and the crusher was like, I love it. He's just loving it. This is
Loved
loving
it so
life.
much that he took 5 more wounds.
That's right. That's right. So he was thirsty. He wanted to taste what the blue fluid tasted like.
Oh, well,
so.
I could believe that they wouldn't have many brain cells, so they would just go straight for is this a bubblegum frozen Coke or what?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Right about now.
Actually, now that I've said that, I just want to just make someone go to Macca's and get me a
Well,
frozen Coke.
I saw that they did have Slurpees up there, but they were out of order today.
Oh, that'd be fucking right.
Yeah.
That's like every single time I want a soft serve from Hungry Jack's or Macca's,
Yeah.
their machine's always out of order.
It's been cleaned. It's like bullshit. Yeah. Just make me an ice cream.
Give me some fat. All right.
Oh, jeez. Well, Pat's done some work, I can say that here, because taking out that Magma Droth, the buff's gone. As you can see, next to the purple Maw Crusher, he's just taken out another, I think it's a
Would have been a
Rune Smiter. So,
or the Rune Master.
yeah, I'll have to find out.
We'll have to get the table boss to actually see if they can point out where some of the foot heroes are.
What was the other hero that died? Rune Spider.
I love that little
Which
model.
one? The one with Prayer of Ash or Ember Storm?
So we're just going to find out which one, because
I'm pretty sure it would be Prayer of Ash because of the range, and he buffed the Magma Droth. So that's going to be very, very hurty. Yeah, thought so. So, yeah, absolutely. So he's taking that one with Prayer of Ash.
And Paddy won priority as well, so
Holy shit.
he's got
Yep. So he's just spent another command point. I won't dial it up. So he's just spent 1 command point
Yep,
to
so-
smashing the bastard, attacking the hero face to take out that other Rune Smiter. So that means when it comes around to Carl's turn, he's not going to be able to do his prayers. The Hearthguard are going to be vulnerable now because they're not going to be able to attack first, and they're going to lose their save.
Correct. I was about to ban him. I was about to hit that.
I'm
Thanks. No, I'm kidding.
I should have
It's
left it
fine,
for
it's
you.
fine.
I should have left it for
You are
you.
a guest on today, so you can go ahead and just take over and tell us
So
everything.
I'll just keep talking for
Yeah,
days,
please.
guys.
You know your stuff. You're good at it.
I'm pretending to know my stuff.
He's
As
got
we
like
all
an
are.
earpiece in. Everyone's
Yeah.
just telling him what to say.
Fake it till you make it, guys. That's how it works.
Yeah, you're right, Tyrant James. That double is going to be brutal. So we are going to just tape ourselves down, just ready for the ride.
And look, it's great to see Ironjawz players doing well, because they were in such a hard time for
For so long. And everyone loved playing them because
right.
they just the aesthetic of the army.
That's right.
How
But they
they
were just very gimmicky, you lost the Crusher, it was game, because
Yeah.
he just did so much buffing
Yep.
potential, or he'd just smash face. But, now that, the Channers are really the buffers now, you can sort of spread it out. And guys, he hasn't even warged yet, so I could imagine us seeing a warg this turn. He's slamming all
I
the
did
pigs.
say I wanted to see 32 attacks coming out of a unit of pigs by the end of the weekend, so we'll see whether it happens.
Yeah,
Just on the down low, everybody.
yeah, absolutely. Because think about it, guys. If he wargs with the yellow Crusher and he charges them into the Hearthguard like he's going to, and then he slams them with all the pigs will be +1 attack because he'll warg, and then
Because it's got a big range.
it's 18.
18.
18,
So,
wholly within 18.
If he puts him in the right position, everything there will
But
be
get
good.
this, he pluses 1 to the roll for each unit within 18.
Yeah.
And if he rolls a 12 plus, +2 attacks.
Baby.
So, those pigs go from 3 attacks to 5 attacks. The leader has 6. So you're looking at 16 attacks per 3.
Yeah, that's
Hitting on 2s,
Yeah.
wounding on 2s, 2 damage, depending on what he's buffed. I haven't found out what he's buffed yet. because obviously he's just doing his gore fist move at the moment.
Yep, and that's just the guys on top. Then you have the piggies.
That's shit.
So that's 32 attacks, eventually, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. Tripping balls. So apparently, I've just been informed Gore Fist is only the first turn, which is...
It's okay, though, because that's where it's important.
That's right. That is exactly where it's important. So he's just doing his movement.
All right, so I got some table information for a... okay. So, with Scarbrand, if no one heard that, there was a strange noise in the background. A bit of a stray cat. So, Scarbrand just did 24 mortal wounds from Carnage into a unit of Kurnoth Hunters.
See you later, Hooper. That'll be yeah. That's your hammer going
He
there,
sounds
mate.
like he's having a bit of trouble out there.
That's right. Well, because his list rolls around negging you to hit.
Yep.
Scarbrand doesn't hit, does he?
Well, he doesn't give a fuck about that.
No, he just goes, mate. You just cop it.
Take all these
Cop
mortal
it,
wounds.
sweet.
Take your, I'm going to set you on
But
fire.
mind you, he does have a stackable 6-up stave on those. No, it's only on his dryads, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
unfortunately,
do you know whether his Kurnoth Hunters are the shooty ones or the scythe ones?
side ones.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's quite good then to have them off the table because Khorne doesn't like being hit back.
No. Well, sometimes they do because then they attack you back when you hit them back.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
mortal corn. Ugh.
Right, so what do we got going on here?
Well, to me, it looks like there's an all-out assault on that unit of Hearthguard in the centre.
He's just
Because now's the opportunity to take it. Like we've just discussed, like there is no heroes around them, so they're not going to be getting a ward save. They're not going to be attacking for a second time.
they're not going to be attacking first.
They're not going to be attacking first. So and
He just
like,
warged
we
like
just
I
said
was
he
talking
gonna do
about.
a warg.
So he's just used his CP to warg.
Can I picture the war coming out of Baby Yoda's mouth? Like just have him sitting there and just with his little cuppa. holding
Man, I
his
love
little
that
cuppa, just
show.
going,
What a great show that is. Have you been keeping up to date?
I have watched 3 episodes.
Oh man, you got to watch. I've just watched episode 5. And just
Does it get better? Because I'm not like, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but I haven't been 100% just drawn in yet because it's a bit slow. Like I'm waiting for it just to get in the groove.
But like, I think that's the type of show it is. It's not meant to be like wow, spectacular stars.
Yeah, I know. I think the story hasn't been set up for me, and because I am a bit silly, I haven't gone and watched all of the Star Wars for a long time. So my
Yeah, but you should
knowledge.
because it's sort of a different show.
Yeah, my knowledge, because there is some bits that they've talked about that sort of relate to future events.
Yeah.
My knowledge on the whole Star Wars saga is not the best.
Well, now I'm a bit worried here because I don't know if he's left enough room to get that second crusher in. So depending on what
Does
one
he
he
need
moves in, probably not. And I want to know if he got +1 attack or +2 attacks because he did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in there. So he would have been +5 to his warg roll. Just have to see.
Yeah, so we'll have to find out how many extra attacks, if that's been. So just 1 extra attack.
That's right. Yeah, just the one. So
Okay.
it's still pretty good. Like I said, because the way that he's just positioned it right. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So we'll
this is
see.
going to hurt, unfortunately.
So we'll have to see what start of the Hearthguard
the thing
getting
is-
taken off.
This is Carl's a relatively new player, and just don't think it was screened quite well enough. So, and
No, I think
beautiful.
in.
Look at that, just fit that crusher in. Look at that movement, like
Oh,
Professional more.
just fucking smoosh it in there.
yeah,
Get it in.
a bit of table banter going on here.
Yeah, there's always good to have a bit of table banter. And as we've said, like Carl is a pretty fresh player, so he's
That's
done
right.
extremely
But
well
look,
this tournament.
that's right, and he is a true gentleman when he plays. So
He is lovely.
yeah,
And he's got to be happy. Like, even if he doesn't take the win away from this game, which I'm not saying that he won't, he definitely could. But, yeah, like, coming in, playing only a handful of games, this is his 2nd tournament, I think, maybe, 3rd, I think.
that's right. But he's up on the top table.
He's up
which
on the
is
top table.
nice
Like,
to see.
how good is that? And he's got everything painted. Like, yeah,
That's
champion.
right. You don't see many players like that. But the thing about playing games is he'll just keep getting better and better. He'll fall for one mistake one
imagine-
time and then just
Yeah, I know. That's
that's
exactly
the
what
thing.
he's doing.
Once you fall for that once,
You don't fall for it again.
well,
unless
we
you're me.
shouldn't. Yeah.
And then, you know, it happens regularly. But if he's already playing on the top tables in this event, this is only his third tournament. Imagine what he's going to be like in like 3 months' time.
That's
or
right.
If he goes to CanCon, I'm not sure whether he's going to CanCon because I'm pretty sure they sold out before he sort of started
Yeah,
playing.
absolutely.
But there's not that there's any, like there are so many tournaments happening. I'm sure there's
So
one at
many.
Mount Gravatt next weekend, like
There
a one
is,
day out.
and I can't go. I'm working.
Well, actually, it's a very busy time of the year for you.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, it's either do I make money or do I go and play Warhammer? And unfortunately, family
Is that-
first.
That,
I know.
if no one saw me, that was just a look of disgust.
Yeah.
Like, is that even a question? Make money or play Warhammer? Like, of course you're going to play Warhammer.
Yeah,
Unless
I
you-
don't think the lady would like that very much.
No,
Unfortunately,
unfortunately, yeah, we're all busy. This is my busy time of the year as well. Unfortunately, we do a shutdown, so
That's
my
right.
work is crazy.
That's
But
right.
enough
Settling down
about
for
that boring
Christmas.
stuff.
Yeah,
No one's
sorry,
here to
guys.
listen to that. We're here to talk about the game. So he's still got a fair few Hearthguard in there at the moment. So he's looking at taking. I think he's looking at taking a few models off now.
It's looking rough.
So
It's looking real rough.
it
for
is. So
the
he's taking
Hearthguard.
another 4, at least 5 off just then. I'm watching the delayed game, so
Well, no, he's lost a lot,
as
unfortunately, I'd really like to see what Carl does in his turn to try and pull this back, because as you can see, Pat has left some objectives open. So if you look up the top left, he's left that objective open for the Hearthguard to run up and take if they can make the distance to steal that
and
off him.
it doesn't necessarily mean that if you table someone, you win the game.
That-
There's
that-
plenty of times where that has happened, but you still lose because the
you're
people,
telling me,
they've
oh.
got the objective points before you, and you haven't been able to catch up because
That's right.
the turn's finished. So
That's right. So all it'll take is for him to move that top up to the thing and then burn the point, because we are in turn 2. You can burn the points on Scorched Earth. So
yeah, definitely. And the other thing that we have to think about too is even if those Hearthguards still survive these rounds of combat, they're not going to be immune to battle shock.
they're off the table.
They're going to be.
Let's be real, guys. He's got 6 left, so that means he's 24 plus whatever he rolls. So they're gone.
And if no one knew before, Fyreslayers were the army that Paddy played before Ironjawz, so he knows how they work as
That's
well.
right. He knows how to dismantle them, how
That's
to
right.
fight them. He's like, well, as you saw that last turn, he ignored the block that was going to be attacking first.
Yep.
So
Went
he's like,
after the heroes.
That's right. He's instead of just charging face onto the big blob and losing, say, 2 more crushers, because that's what he would have lost if he had done
Exactly.
it. Probably.
It would have been a total different game
That's right.
if he had done that.
But he's tried his luck, scooted around the outside, and as I said, I still think that Carl trying to keep Holy within 12 was a mistake,
Yep.
because it allowed them more crushers to move around him freely. If he had used his burrow up to spread out,
Yeah.
he would have been screening. And it's not like they don't do damage on their own. Like 4 Hearthguard, they do pump out some damage.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
And even not particularly coming up in the first turn. Like, I know that we talked about their buffs and stuff, but
That's
you could have
right.
positioned it a little bit better for them to come up in future turns. You could have brought your other units forward
That's
a little bit, use them as chaff, because in the end, that Hearthguard unit is the top unit of this army.
That's right. And he could have actually just popped, like, as you can see, the back of Pat's table, if he had waited, he could have, if Pat came forward, he could have just popped up behind and
Yep.
burnt 2 of his objectives behind and then just started walking from the other way forward.
That's right.
And then use his other units to just chaff off and hold all the pigs and whatever.
Yeah, and just hope that if the opposite thing happens, so if Paddy did it first and went across and decided to burn the opponent's Carl's objectives first, and then he popped up the pond and did the same thing, it's basically just a roll off of who can
That's
roll
right.
better.
Like, who gets priority?
Yeah.
Or did I roll? I rolled D3 on my objectives, and because it is D3 when you burn them.
That's
or
correct.
or if you hold them, you'll keep the 1.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see, and I think Carl's learned some things from this game.
That's right. And like, we don't
absolutely.
even know, I haven't talked to Carl about the scenario either. Like, I'm not sure whether he's played the
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah,
So there's so many different variables to it as well. I'm just really proud of him as for me, because he's from Toowoomba. He's only been playing for a little bit.
I thought you were going to say my son for a second.
My
there.
son.
I'm really proud of my son. I'm like, whoa.
We have brought him through the ranks. No, we haven't actually. We've had a few games with him, but he's done a lot of it himself, playing people around Toowoomba. So I am quite proud of the Toowoomba peeps.
Yeah,
being able to compete down
all
here.
good players up in Toowoomba, guys. So if you ever see a tournament up there at the battle station, seriously, it's worth it for you to make the trip, because you'll be going up there to play top caliber players.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always a good fun day, and everyone's lovely up there, and the food is great.
Yeah, it is. We have
Food
food
is
everywhere.
great
Food
up in
and drinks,
Toowoomba.
booze
Oof,
everywhere.
Just amazing.
And while we're talking about Battle Station, I would like to thank them for creating a banner for us as well. So those guys have provided a banner which we have been seeing on our selfie cam when we do the interviews. So big thanks to those guys. They're champions up there. And the other guys I'd like to thank are in Ipswich. So Saga Games have been sponsoring a couple of our episodes. So that's from our book reviews. So yeah, hopefully we can do a couple more in the future. So and that's that. So what's happening in the game? Anything I've missed? I think
So the Hearthguard are completely gone.
there's a big
And
hole.
Paddy's looking very, very pleased with himself, because we all know how hard those fuckers are to move. But obviously he's done a very terrific job of dismantling the heroes and smashing them in the face. So.
Yeah, so in this you can sort of understand that there's definitely a big difference in experience with players. Like Paddy has been playing a competitive 40k to start off with, then he decided to jump across onto the AOS train.
Good choice.
Yeah, we're always going to be biased there. And he's been playing sort of competitive AOS ever since he started. So he's gone to the championships that Valkrovat has done. He's been to plenty of other events and done really well in every single one that he's played in. So for Carl to come in and be on that level straight up is pretty damn impressive as well. So kudos to both of those fellas. But yeah, as we can see, there's definitely a big hole in that centre. So I am slightly scared for Carl now, because there's not much on the table and a whole lot of angry Ironjawz that are still there. So we'll see what happens. So they're rolling.
Like, if anyone watching this, they'll be like, whoa, those
Hearthguard died pretty quickly, but
that was because if you just tuned in, he's just knew how to dismantle it. And as we all know, once you kill the heroes,
that's it, all done. So, bloody Gemma and Paddy are just giving each other sly winks here and there. So,
got to give some attitude out here.
That's right. Got to give him a bit of guff.
So I think it's Carl's turn, and he's sort of just deciding what to do. I think he's reading some prayers with what heroes he has left. So I'm pretty sure the Grimwrath Berserker is still around. I think we have a Battlesmith maybe, and that might be about it for the heroes. We've lost the 30 Hearthguard, so we've still got 2 units, 10 Berserkers.
that's right.
And
And
a
look,
couple
Gemma,
heroes.
as you said, look at Paddy's CP. As you said, by turn 2, he's used it all.
Greedy motherfucker.
Yeah, but as you said, he needed to.
Yeah.
To get where he needed to be to do what he had to do. So,
Yeah.
it's all very, very, very good and all going on here. So, but as you can see, the VP is still tied up for at the moment. We are going into Carl's turn, and we'll see what he can try and do with this.
Yeah, definitely. So, doing some measuring he was. I think, yeah. Ooh.
Right.
So he's going to be picking up some dice here. I think it's 12. I think we previously discussed. Any 6s are a mortal wound?
Yes,
pretty
that
sure.
is correct. No 6s,
No
by the looks of
sixes.
it.
Carl's dice have let him down.
Yeah, Carl's doing it tough now, mate.
He's definitely on the back foot.
It's always hard.
Hey Wes, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Howdy. So what's happening? Basically, we have got Fyreslayers versus Paddy. So this is Paddy's journey through Herocons. This is his 4th game on the stream, so he's taken over this event basically.
That's right.
And he's just destroyed in the centre of the table there that all the Ironjawz are around. There was a unit of 30 Hearthguard. So in a quick just round down on it.
Yeah, so what happened
I
was
can't speak English. I'm just.
No,
stuttering.
that's all right. I'll take over. You've been talking for
I've had
like
enough.
for like 2 days straight. Look, so the Maw Crushers came in around the flanks on turn 1 and tagged all the heroes to take out all those heroes because he had positioned the Hearthguard in such a way that if he attacked the Hearthguard, they would be attacking first. So he's just ignored that, killed the heroes, and then won the priority, and then slammed everything he had into the unit of 30, wiping them out. So Carl is really on the back
Like
foot
a
here.
maniac. Like a maniac.
Like a maniac. We all just started singing because it's that time of day. We just want to have fun. So
We would not be singing that part on the stream.
yeah, sorry guys. I'm sorry if I hurt your ears on stream there, but yeah. So,
Oh, okay. So Carl is sorting out a plan. I'm keen to see what he's going to do here. So he's moving up some heroes. They look like they're running. So the little fella at the back there is moving up towards the 10 berserkers. So that's pretty cool.
that's right.
How's Kerdog going? Well, he did play Paddy last turn.
absolutely.
Last turn.
Last game.
Last turn. We just like mix and match with people every turn here by the sounds of that.
That's right. Yeah. So last game, Paddy and Kerr went at it, and it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, well, Dave did look like he was going to have it over Paddy there for quite a while, and then all of a sudden it just turned to utter poo for Dave.
That's right.
And,
I don't think he expected the damage from the pigs because he left the Chanters alive.
Yeah, he
and
did.
If the Chanters are alive, they're going to be plussing the damage on the pigs, and the pigs throw out a lot of damage now.
Yeah, but I did forget to mention, though, that Stonehorn with the Thermal Rider that was against the War Chanter, like you said, that War Chanter buffed himself and ended up doing 8 wounds to the Stonehorn.
That's what I told you. So
itself.
I've seen him kill because on 6s they get extra attacks.
Yeah.
And it's just volume of dice. So there's 6 attacks hitting on 4s, but 6s generate extra. And then you're double damage. So I've seen him take out Bloodthirsters. People don't understand that, it's just a guy with friggin' bones in his hands, but he's pretty rough.
He is pretty rough.
When you buff himself.
It really turned around there, and then Paddy was able to snatch the win off Curry. But other than that, I think he's doing okay with his other games. I think that might be his only loss so far. Oh, we've got some bickies.
Yeah, guys. So someone's baked us some cookies and brought them in for the day.
Carl.
Was it Carl?
And Kerr's going to get up in his game that he's playing there too, Horace. So yeah. He played dirty. No, he basically zoned off the board, so Nighthorn couldn't bring any realm models on the table. So he only has to do that for so many turns, and then Nighthorn lose because it has to be done before.
That's right. And I've just had my simple math brother Hooper come up to me, and he's sort of done the cry face to me because Scarbrand really hurt his asshole in his game. So obviously his game's over, and he's down and out, lost to the old corn. So. Man, these cookies are good, eh?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like.
I'm like, when are you going to talk so I can have a bite? I'm just joking.
It's your turn now to eat some cookie while I try and decipher what's happening here. So, I think Carl has basically just had his turn.
Yep, absolutely. So
he didn't do a whole lot. He's just trying to bunker up and
obviously Paddy wants priority again.
Secure his objectives.
That's right. So let me just fix up this.
Thanks. Yeah, you're right. West Nighthorn has seen better days. I'm keen to see those guys get a new book. I need a drink first. I just had a cookie that's just bloody dried my mouth.
Yeah, I know. It's a
tastes
real
so
dry.
bloody good.
It's like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so Paddy's just gone into his turn now.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough for the Slayers. Not gonna lie to you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, table. Yep. So he's just used CP to move the Purple Crusher, so that means he's out of CP.
Actually, you know what?
And now he's into his movement phase, moving everything
Just
up.
a quick gaming platform changeover. I will say Carl is absolutely amazing at playing Magic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played a game the other day where it was Dennis, myself, and Carl, and he schooled both of us over an hour's worth of playing.
Wow.
And just thrashed us into the ground.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see him coming across the tabletop, you know. And obviously, you guys go and play Magic too.
Yeah, so we've
it's,
done like a swap. So we started playing Magic and
Yep.
he started playing AOS.
and that's really nice, you know. That you can share each other's hobby, you know. And at the end of the day, we're all nerds here. We're all playing with plastic toys or cards, and you know, just love thinking about and talking about wizards and dragons and fucking orcs and
Anything like that.
anything. Just mainly destruction for me, you know. Just love the big D.
The big D.
The big D.
And you're right, Wes. So Nighthorn, I do agree, has one of the most nicest model ranges out there in AOS. Like, I find them to be really, really good to paint, especially if you do like dabbing into airbrushing. I find that perfect for
Absolutely.
that.
You can do the beautiful blends on them. You can do
Yep.
all that stuff. They've got the edges. You can do the nice edge highlights.
Yep.
They've got the glowy shit, so you can do your OSL. Only thing I don't like about them is slotted bases with most of them.
Yeah,
That, you know, you can't. It limits you to options,
it certainly
and they're
does.
a bit flimsy, you know, for me. But they are
They
very
break easy.
beautiful.
I don't know how many times I've tried to glue the Guardian of Souls lantern, like his arm, back on that holds the sword. Sorry, like it's just the most flimsy. I just gave up. He's now armless.
Yeah,
He's now armless.
that's right. The armless rider. It should be right.
I don't want him to do anything
So
anyway
if
except
you guys
buff.
can see this, look where he has gotten that purple crusher. Juicy.
Yes,
absolutely
right at the
juicy.
back there. So the purple ethereal one's coming around to try
I
and
just need
bust
to go
him.
see something. I'll be back
So
really
he's going to
quickly.
go charge that unit of 10 berserkers up the back there as well. So I think he should probably be able to do some damage there pretty easily. And then there looks like there's going to be a slight assault on the right hand side, the top side, with the white-yellow Maw Crusher and a couple of pigs there.
I've just been informed that I do have the victory points wrong here. Last turn, Paddy actually burnt that bottom objective of Carl's,
Yep.
and he got 3.
Okay.
So that's real rough. So that puts him on. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 11.
Okay, 11 to 8, so
11
it's
to
3
8.
points in front.
But that means no. Well, Carl's actually 7 because I counted Carl as having that objective.
Oh, so it's-
So sorry about that, guys. Because we actually lost our table boss. I don't know where he went, but that's okay.
He's gone for a journey on his
And
own.
so I'll get up and ask any questions of the players that I have
Yeah, you're right.
concerns with.
We'll work it out. We are doing well. So basically what has happened here is the unit of 3 yellow pigs have gone in and charged that top unit. They do have a couple of heroes behind them, so we'll have to see if they can help buff that unit or try and help them stay alive. We do have a Maw Crusher there holding the piggy's hands. Just in case there's not enough damage done, that Maw Crusher will probably finish him off or vice versa. So this is probably another way that we can see maybe smash and bash and take off, because if he can kill a unit, then he can activate another one. And we've seen that happen all weekend, basically, with Paddy. And what he basically does there is you got to read the table, charge what you think's going to be sort of like a good thing to charge that you can kill, and then decide which combat you want to take. Obviously, you're going to be going for the opponent's weaker unit, because you really want to activate that smash and bash. So you want to take that unit off and then move on to something else. Hopefully, picking another weak unit if there is one, and then obviously that daisy chain starts.
That's right.
And you do a lot of damage.
That's exactly right. So,
So whether or not he can do that here, or whether it's just going to be a bit more of a grind, because there is some heroes behind the units of
but
Volkites.
honestly, those Volkite Berserkers don't really stand a chance, unfortunately, because either the Crushers or the Pigs are going to be +1 damage. I really don't know, because no one's told me. But I assume
find
it's
out.
one of the yellow units that are slammed into the top there. So I can guarantee that those Volkites won't be there.
Yeah, so I'll just find out from the table boss if we have some +1 damage going on to any of those piggies. Alright, so we just found out that the damage from the war chain is going on them.
Yeah, sorry
before
guys,
they
I just
moved.
accidentally muted Gemma and myself.
thanks.
Both the Crushers are +1 damage.
Yeah, so just in case they needed it, they're going to pump out some extra D. I love that word, letter D. Just some extra D.
And you can be like, the big D.
They're going to take some big D.
The joys of talking about Warhammer on stream, eh?
Yep. So
Yeah, so the Volkites are gone from that bottom point, which means Paddy will burn it this turn. Or he'll just sit on it and hold it.
yeah, well, he's got control. He's got control over the table now, really, doesn't he? So
That's exactly right. So he can just keep that and just.
yeah. But I mean, it's. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to happen here that Carl can sort of like pull it back.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately.
I don't think it's going to make a big difference whether he burns it or not, really, because the game is going to be getting taken off the table.
That's right. And, yeah, it's an uphill battle, unfortunately, for Carl.
A good learning experience, though. So
That's exactly right. And for any of you new players out there, you can look at this and see what mistakes he's made. And hopefully, we've tried to help him point them out. Sorry, we can't draw for you, but we'll get that fixed up for next time, guys.
Yeah,
and we'll be drawing penises all over the screen for you, so don't even worry about it.
So yeah, next tournament that we stream, we'll have at least 2 games working out of the 3. With
That's right.
paint.
That's right.
Be one better than this time.
That's exactly right. So. Yeah, all working well. It's been a great weekend, hasn't it? I'm sure everyone's enjoyed themselves.
There's been some really nice painted armies in there as well.
That's
I've been
right.
having a bit of a gander at in a bit of time that I've had.
That's right. I walked around the tables today and had a look around, and it's not only AOS here today. You've got Infinity, you've got 40k. I think you've even got some. What's that tank one called?
There is one just called Tanks.
Yeah, I don't know. You got a bunch of tabletop games here, but we're all spread around the place. So big nerd family all hanging out together for the weekend.
Yeah, these conventions are good too. So like we're in an air-conditioned venue. We have plenty of space.
That's
it's
right.
It's just been really good, and it's good to see that there's a lot of other people supporting the charity event as well.
That's right. Yeah, it is a charity event, a weekend for fun, but still, it's a good chance to learn some Warhammer and meet some new people and play some fun games. So.
Yep, it's a good opportunity to take.
So any of you people out there be like, I don't know if I want to go to the tournament or whatever. You should just try it out one time, eh? And 'cause it always gives you the drive to get that army painted or. Maybe get a new army, or
it gives you ideas.
Gives you more. Oh, I've got a tournament coming up. I'll do some practice with some friends or whatever. So, it's always nice just to have it in your calendar for something to look forward to.
100%. So, as we can see on the table, like obviously we knew that Purple Maw Crusher was going to take out that unit there, and then there's only 1 or 2 left over in the other unit of Berserkers where the yellow picks are with the Maw Crusher.
I'm pretty sure that he'll have no units.
So who's commentating? So it's obviously Ham.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Ham Solo. You can check me out on Facebook. Just look up Ham Solo, add me as a friend.
Don't do that, it's a mistake.
Yeah, promote myself. I'm getting shit
Advertising. We should be getting paid for this. And then obviously Gemma, part of the failed charge.
Yeah, so and then obviously I got the beautiful Gemma here with me from Failed Charge, just hanging out. She excellent wealth of knowledge on the old AOS scene. She knows about every bloody player ever. So at least I think she does.
Every player. Yeah, I might.
Like a lot of people from around Australia.
Sneaky business going on. So you do, yes, Ham does have a sick beast army. He does.
Oh, yeah, man. I actually sold that, unfortunately. It was time for it to go. And, so they were the ones with the resin water bases. So, yeah. So unfortunately, they're sold.
I'm getting the blame for that because Michael wanted to buy your beast. And apparently it's my fault that he didn't get to buy
I did offer them to Mick first at a discount cost.
I'm not going to lie. I said no.
Of course. And that's fine.
Does he really need another one?
That's exactly right. And look, I'm proud of you for saying that. That is exactly right. Horace, you cheeky devil, I 100% agree. She should be a pin-up girl. I can't wait for the calendar to come out next year.
Oh, jeez. 12 months of Gemma. No, thank you.
It's not just going to be Gemma. It's going to be Mick, mate. I want to see him in his Speedos. I'm going to see Gary.
Can we buy him a man-kitty? Who wants to see Michael in a man-kitty? I'm going to throw that in the chat. I mean, why wouldn't you want to see that guy in a man-kitty?
Sort of like the fireman calendars, but for failed charge, you know what I mean? That's right. That's right.
So I'm going to jump straight back into the game. I'm going to change the subject here and go back in. So we have Carl. He's obviously rolling some dice, and he's going to do some. He was attacking something.
And Horace, yes, you do know me, mate. You smashed me at BrizCon this year with your dirty ass feck army. But that was pretty much my fault, mate. But it was a great game, lovely to play, mate. And I'll see you around the traps, I'm sure.
100%. All right, what action have we got going on here? Our table boss, tell us some more information.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of been slack, and I've sort of just, because I know that the game's over, I'm just sort of like, there's not much he can do here, so there's not really much tactical information. It's just sort of rounding out ends and odds here. Because as you can see, he's got one hero left on that back of that objective near the castle in the top middle of the board.
Yeah, I think he's got one hero and maybe one berserker. I don't know if they're both heroes or one berserker or what. What's the?
Right. So, yeah, it's not much going on.
It's like these, as we've said, like this Ironjawz army has, if he under a good general, it definitely pumps out some damage. You got to pick where you want it to go though, because there is definitely going to be armies out there that can take it down, but we've seen that hasn't happened this tournament. We've seen the Stonehorns give it a red hot go though.
That's right. Look, the thing with Ironjawz is, you know, they're an easy army to play, but they're hard to master because of all the movement shenanigans and options you have with Mighty Destroyers, and where you're going to be throwing your +1 damage. So, yeah, it can be really, really hard sometimes.
Just resummon that. I forgot to take it off at the end of the
Right, okay. So, just having good times. Having good times.
So he's rolling his 12 dice?
That's right, for the that prayer that he's got there. That what is it called again?
That is called the Molten Inferno.
Oh, the Molten Inferno. Just rolling 12 dice, looking for 6. Has he not rolled a single 6 with that damn thing?
I rolled one for the pigs.
Jeez, man, that is brutal. So,
Well, Pat says that his Mawcrushers are indestructible, but I'm pretty sure last game they were taken off fairly quick, so...
yeah, Pat.
the look of salt.
You look at the salt on his face there.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's pretty crazy. Carl has rolled 36 dice and rolled 1 6.
Oh, really?
With that Inferno.
That's disappointing, isn't it?
That's you expect a lot more from that, but sixes are hard to come
I just
by.
want to see the old Grimwrath Berserker come across and just punch these pigs off the table.
Yeah, but he won't.
He will.
Let's be real.
Here comes Grimmy. So he's looking at throwing his axes.
Oh, it's getting serious.
No damage from the throwing.
shooting.
They must be like boomerangs, and they must like throw the axe, and then do
comes
they
back.
just clip another one, or do they just like?
That's on the
does it come
chain.
back? It's on the chain.
Apparently.
How uncoordinated would that be to try and
I
catch
think the boomerang's better.
boomerangs? They just and they just come straight back.
Yeah.
Does he have like a giant magnet? So like when he throws it, he has to throw real hard, and they like come back. Is it like Xena where she throws her?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Do they make that noise too? But do you remember that
I
TV
think
show
so.
where she's
I
like?
know. I remember. Who doesn't remember Xena? Like, God.
Yeah, she makes that fantastic noise where she.
That's
I'm
right.
not even going to attempt to. Oh, Tara and James is heading out. Thanks for streaming the game. Well, thank you so much for watching. That's
Absolutely.
awesome that you've taken some time to chill out with us. We really appreciate it. I hope your day goes really well, and I hope to catch up with you again on the stream another time. Enjoy yourself.
That's right, guys. Oh, geez, I'm getting tired.
I am.
Yeah, I know.
You just had a coffee.
Yeah, I know. I only got halfway through it, I think. So.
Oh, we haven't even finished our bickies because it's like a dog eating peanut butter. We're
Yeah,
just
I can't
have a
keep
hard time
talking
trying
if
to
I
get
keep
through
eating
it.
them. Yeah, the mouth's too dry. So.
Has the Grimwrath taken out a pig?
Yeah, she's standing there.
I told you little Grimmy was coming in. He's chopped one down.
2 at Ren 3 because he empowered the rune and he got a 6, so he got the extra Ren. I think,
did he? Is he going to take out the other one? No, it doesn't look like it. Hang on, let's go.
Oh,
Is he gonna
no,
do
what's
it?
going on here?
He's doing it. He's attacking again. Woo! He's killed a unit of pigs. Well, 2.
2
He killed
units.
the 2 remaining pigs. That's pretty good. Oh,
There we go.
Grimmy,
And we've
Grim
just had the
Daddy.
shake for the game. So Paddy has won this one.
Does that mean I have to interview Paddy again?
I can do it if you want.
Or can we just, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him an interview.
Look, he just distracts me with his glorious beard. So
I know,
I'll let
I
you guys
know.
have a beard-to-beard
That's right. We
conversation.
will.
And I'll get him up here and you can take care of it. So I'll call him over.
That's
And
right,
you'll just
guys.
have to probably get him to move this a bit closer.
I'll move this and I'll jump over there. And
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'll mute this for a second, guys, and we'll be right back. Make sure you talk nice into the mic.
Yep, like this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sweet.
So, Pat,
Yes.
how was your game, mate?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, man. Mate, you've been on a hot streak this weekend.
Yes, I have, yeah.
Bloody on the stream 4 times. 4 or 3? 4, I think.
Yeah, it's actually 4. Only one of my games wasn't streamed, yes.
Yeah.
All the rest of them have been streamed.
Mate, I can tell you it's been very enjoyable watching you today. Been very fun seeing the Jaws wreck face, especially Dave. I love that.
Yeah, you were keen for that one?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So, like, even though I love ogres, like, just...
Yeah. The Jaws of your deal?
That's right, but giving it to Dave's even better.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You got to give it to Dave.
That's right. So, what was you thinking going into this game, coming up against the Fyreslayers? Even though I know that you're a Fyreslayers player,
Yep.
so you'd know how to dismantle it very well. But just go us through your thinking.
Well, I was kind of thinking that he was actually going to not deep strike the Berserkers in. I thought he'd just walk them forward, so I wouldn't actually get to the characters, but he deep struck them in. Movement, as you saw, was able to get him behind, killed them all, and then we went for the double turn. I got it.
Yeah, I thought that was a very clever play. Not just running head. I know I'm trying to get closer in. There's this mic. Oh, so we can. You gotta have. Yeah, hi. Hi, guys. Sorry, I'll fix that up.
Yep.
I saw your movement, and you saw the Hearthguard pop up. I thought that he could have screened off a bit better with them.
Yeah.
When he popped them up.
Yep.
Clumping together to bank on that. I'm going to attack first. It allowed you to do your movement shenanigans around him.
Yep.
And snipe out those key heroes.
Yes.
And then you were just like, well, your Hearthguard are useless without heroes.
That's
mate.
exactly.
And you knew that from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
get-go.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was good for me. I got lucky on a few attacks as well. So it
That's
was
right.
pretty
And
good.
your charges too. I really like that you're running the heavy urn as
Yeah.
well on one of your things just to get that extra mortals on the charge.
Yep.
Real solid list overall, man.
It's pretty basic. It's orcs, man. You run forward, punch stuff.
But you say that, but the knowledge to be able to, do I use the CP to movement?
Yeah.
Do I use it to, or do I save it to WAG? You've got all these options, and if you don't use them correctly,
This
it
is
can
true.
hurt you.
This is true.
And it's an experience thing as well,
Yeah.
like knowing how to, use them, and not like seeing the way that you position the crushers. I'm like, yeah, well, he's gonna WAG for sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
the way that you positioned all the pigs, they were all wholly within 18.
That's right.
They're all getting +1 damage. So
Yeah.
is it 2 dice you roll for the WAG or just the 1?
Just the one.
But if you get a 12+, it's +2 attacks.
That's right,
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Man, I love that.
Yeah.
New Jaws is incredible.
That's actually the first time I've actually been able to wire this 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
you WAG'd versus Dave, didn't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
I thought you did.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well,
No.
someone told me that.
No,
They
I
were
didn't.
obviously lying.
Yeah, no, I didn't wire. I just used Mighty Destroyers to come across and then
Yeah,
stuff like that.
beauty. Well, no, it was beautiful to see you play. I'm sure people have learnt a lot from
Yep.
the old Jaws.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I would like to see where you place. Hopefully, you're right up there, bro.
That'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much, sir. And
Thank you.
I'll get Carl on and have a chat about his game.
Absolutely. Too easy.
All right, thanks, Paddy. Oh, guys, so here we go. We got Carl coming in now. So just make sure you talk right into this, my friend, and we'll go from there. So, what was you thinking going into this game, mate? Have you versed Ironjawz before?
Yeah, but a different list, very different list.
What? Yeah, absolutely. So, what was you thinking going in seeing the 2 crushers?
I was just going to try to do some Fyreslayer things and just run in.
Absolutely, as they do. Like generally, anything that they touch
I need to be in
dies.
that fight. So.
Yep. Absolutely. I just thought when you popped up your Hearthguard, I thought that you could have probably screened a bit better.
I could have.
Wrapped around your heroes maybe, that sort of thing. If you hadn't,
I was also hoping for the Rude Father charge.
Yep.
Which
You failed,
on a
unfortunately.
reroll.
Yep. Oh goodness, I didn't know it was on a reroll.
Oh, I know, I didn't reroll that. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's
I
all right.
rolled 4 on like a 7-inch charge, so
Ah, yeah.
it happens.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We've all done those Snake Eyes charges before, and all you need is a 3 and you roll a 2 or whatever it is.
Yeah, they had +2 to charge as well, so it was a 5.
Man, and you empowered 2 runes, didn't you, as well?
Yes.
Which is
I empowered the
You
Seal
moved it?
and the Rend one.
wow, incredible. But as we were saying, you're fairly new to the AOS scene, but it's very, very impressive to see you up on the top tables, mate. How were your other games this weekend? Pretty decent. You had a good
pretty good.
time. Good opponents.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any
Had a
notable
bit of
games?
trouble against Bone Reapers, but
Of course, they're the new hot thing that's pretty hard to verse. Oh yeah, Nick is an excellent player as well. So a lot of top caliber players up here this weekend and to verse, especially if you're new to it and you don't have the experience, and the knowledge, like how to get around things, what their thinking is, and all that sort of things.
that was the first time I heard Gunner died a weekend though.
Oh, well, that's the thing. That's the thing from going versing other players, and so obviously Paddy is a Fyreslayers player, so he knows how to dismantle the blob of 30. What would you have done differently in your game? You reckon
That one?
if you had to do it again?
I probably would have just, as Paddy said, walked up the table with the Hearthguard,
Yeah, buffed them up from turn
Yeah.
1. Just
give them Prayer of Ash,
yeah,
walk them up with all my heroes behind,
Yeah.
and then just
see what you can kill, because he wouldn't have been able to touch it.
No.
Because you would have been attacking first, so anything he throws into it, that's not going to survive.
and just maintain my within 12 of the ring. Father.
Absolutely. Oh, well, look, it's been fabulous to interview you, man. And I hope you've had a great weekend. You've done very well. You should be very, very proud of yourself. And, we'll hopefully see you at a few more tournaments up the top tables, man. So, thank you very much. All right, guys, I have no idea what to do from here because generally not my stream. I got some people coming over to see me now. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed the weekend. I've been hanging out with Failed Charge for the weekend. They've invited me to be on stream. I've had heaps of fun. I just love talking about Warhammer and stuff. You can check me out on Facebook, Ham Solo. Chuck me an invite as a friend. I don't mind. Happy to talk hobby or whatever, rules, games, whatever. If I've got anything wrong, you're free to message me and let me know. Oh, hi. How are you? Ryan, your name again? Anthony. Hey, Anthony. How you going? How was your weekend? Yeah, you got to talk into the mic if you want to talk to me, my friend.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to them.
Oh, well, yeah, but you got to talk into that if you want to talk to them. Oh, all right. See you, man. So that was our random guest, Anthony. He just wanted to come and say hi to me. Nah, look, guys, it's all good. Look, if you've got any feedback for us, please let us know. We'll try and improve the stream. Yeah, Battle Station, sponsors. Sponsors? Oh, God. I'm not going to do any of the sponsors because I don't know them and I'll get them wrong and I don't want to get anyone in trouble. So, you're welcome to jump on. I got Evie here.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Evie.
Yeah.
Come on, talk into this.
For fuck's sakes. So since we can't find Gemma, wherever the hell she is, sponsors, obviously the Battle Station, Saga Games.
Herocon.
Yep, Herocon.
Where we're at.
Great charity, for Soldier On, which is a very noble cause that, I urge you all to at least contemplate.
Yeah, donating.
To.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
It's definitely a good cause.
I finally see Gemma over there, so yeah, I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Look, guys, I'm going to sign off from us here, but honestly, 420, yeah, bro, all day. I'm signing off, guys. Thank you for watching us. Tell your friends about us if you've enjoyed us. Chuck Failed Charge a like on Facebook. Check it out on Twitch, YouTube, whatever. I'm going to sign out, guys. So, peace. You have a good weekend.